Testing audio.
Testing audio. 1, 2, 3.
This is unaltered audio coming from the Fine M9 wireless microphone system.
I'm going to be jumping through a few different locations and a few different cameras
and jack-up situations using this microphone that's right here on my hat.
So you can see how it handles in all of those different scenarios, while I'm also going all the features and operations.
All the vocal audio you hear in this video will be from the M9 kit, and if it has any post-production, I will note it down at the bottom of the screen, like this. All right, before we get too far in this video, you should know that the company Fine did send me out this microphone for testing.
They have no say-so in the end video, nor do they get to see the video before it's produced or released, but they are one of the companies sponsoring a giveaway for the channel, and more about that giveaway later on in the video because I'm excited about this one.
Stick around to the end if you want to see that.
This video is sponsored by virtualstaging.ai, my personal go-to favorite site for getting professional real estate virtually staged images. There's a discount link down in the description below if you're interested. Highly recommend them. Help yourself and help this channel at the same time. First things first, the quality of the audio coming from this M9 system.
It's far superior to that of the other two wireless mic systems I've tested here on the channel at this price point.
I find the sound of my voice to be much more closer to my natural sound, with more natural bass in the speech without me having to kind of dig it out in post-production like usual.
What do you get? They've taken a cue from the majority of modern wireless mics hitting the market and made a case and battery refill for both the mics and the charging pod as well. Now, the case is a little bit larger than the ones I typically carry. As a matter of fact, this whole system is larger in general, but in my opinion, it is very solid, sturdy design, and I'm more confident in its ability to stand up to the extreme conditions of living in my well-used video gear bag.
From my experience with them, the charging pod, it can recharge both mics 3 times. If you run them completely dry, which I've only managed to do in testing for this channel, then the last charge will give you about half to 2/3 charge.
I've only managed to actually run these dry in testing because the majority of my video shoot time on site is somewhere between like 2 and 6 hours with the occasional 8 hours, but rarely is that all consecutive shooting without a break. So when it comes to them working in the field, I actually never really have to think about the battery life once, which is pretty nice. As mainly a solo shooter right now for real estate, taking one small responsibility off of my shoulders is, again, very nice. Inside, as I just showed you, you have the main receiver, whose clip is designed to slip inside the hot shoe for an outport of connecting to your camera or audio recording device. There are lots of control option buttons surrounding this main unit, including the volume control levels for each mic individually and the ability to switch between mono and stereo modes. On the front is a display screen to help keep track of all those settings you choose, and it's not like an LED display screen, it's just a old school traditional one. 2 identical transmitting microphones also live in the case, and they went the smart route here and put minimal options available on the exterior of the mic itself. I personally don't like too many things on the mic that can accidentally get pressed or moved in the process of filming while attached to your talent. The power button doubles as a mute button, and it has a noise canceling option that I have honestly not tried once because I prefer to do things the old-fashioned way with one of these. Here it is.
Look, right now I've got the windscreen on because I like to do things the old-fashioned way, but let's pop it off. Let's see. Oh, see, look how good it stays on. There we go. Can you hear it? Any difference? Can you hear the wind? Because it's a little windy out here. Not too much, though.
All right, y'all, here I am on site. As you can see, I'm all dressed up, ready to go. Nice and echoey room. What does this sound like? I can't hear it, but you can hear it right now. Let me know what you think. This is just what it sounds like on regular mode, single mic, no windscreen, just in a big echoey room. And here we are in a much more comfortable, cozy kind of room. Still no soundproofing. As a matter of fact, it's basically all drywall and hardwood floors with just one little rug. So again, smaller space. This is actually a little bit more echoey, I think. But either way, you're listening to the microphone, not the room environment. Do they work? You tell me. I'm not gonna lie. The way the super tiny magnet clip system is nice and sturdy once it's attached, but my oaf-like fingers have a hard time trying to attach them, considering they're slippery to hold and they have to go on there in just the right way.
Mics have a clip attached, so it's easy to attach to most clothing. This is an extremely common method of design for these wireless lav mic systems, and it makes sense. I get it. I hope when they make version 2 of these though, they take a cue from the Lark 2s that came out and they have the magnetic attachment so you can have better placement down here instead of right up here on shirts. But a clip for attachment seems to be the current industry standard, so I can't really fault them there. All right, y'all. According to the manufacturer specs, it will go 164 feet from the main unit. I am roughly 115 feet away from my camera right now with the main unit and the unit right here on my chest. You tell me what it sounds like. I'm shooting this A7 IV on a 180 millimeter lens in APS-C crop mode. So you figure out the math to get that distance. All right, for this last part of the video, I'm gonna get a little more comfortable. It's chilly back here in the studio. All right, I'm also gonna be using my Octava studio mic so I can actually hold these in the hand and show a few nitpicks I have, because it's not all puppies and rainbows here, folks. This system suffers from a few of the same flaws the majority of these wireless lav systems share, and that's the branding. Now, I understand why a brand would do this. Almost all of them do. But as someone who creates videos professionally, this right here would never fly with those clients paying me a lot of money. When I'm using mics in a professional setting, you need them to disappear. Not just the branding, but the mic itself. Without an audio plug to jack in a traditional lav mic to, trust me, I even tried my USB into this right here, but to no avail. It doesn't have any clean faces without branding on it. It becomes much more difficult to use these on those high paid shoots, even if you flip it around. So just the clip shows, it's engraved in there, but it's still branded nonetheless. This is a shame because, again, I am thoroughly impressed with the audio quality that these mics are producing. My other complaint isn't really a deal breaker, just kind of a nitpick. These wireless boxes are pretty large. I'm actually going to give them the benefit of the doubt on this one and assume the reason they're larger is because the microphone systems inside just kind of require more space. And that's probably why they sound so much better than all these other budget microphones I've tested at this price point. The point to make is that these do sound better, and that has to be the main priority for me. But like I said, not really a complaint, more just something I've noticed after having so many of these wireless systems in my hands over this past year in particular. All right, you made it all the way to the end. Then you probably remember me saying something earlier about a giveaway for this video, and that's exactly what's happening. I'm working together with a few brands that I've featured on this channel to create a small thank you, kind of like a giveaway to everyone participating and watching in this channel thus far. Very few rules, and you can find all that information in the link down below in the description. The first thing you'll be getting is this microphone system. For my testing so far, these M9s, they sound the best of all of these budget microphones out there, including the ones I was using before these. So they were an obvious first choice for this giveaway. Reached out to Bruce. Thank you. They were obviously down. The other thing you'll be getting is this right here. The brand new Zhiyun C100. It is a beast, especially when you compare it to its smaller brother, the CM15 I'm typically using for lighting in my real estate videos. If you're interested in learning more about that smaller CM15 light, then you can check out one of these videos on the screen now. And if my review of this C100 is ready, you can see that up too. Keep rocking and rolling, enjoy what you're doing, make smart business decisions, and make sure to follow that link down below in the description for your chance to win this giveaway worth over $500 worth of stuff. And who knows, maybe I'll add some more. I will catch you next time. Boom!